So one thing after another the last 5 to 6 days, and look, I have not started my peppers like I was going to. I told you I was going to do it that night in my last video, and I've started using my growing system as a storage space. So no matter what, today, before I go to bed, I'm getting it done. We're going to do it together. Did you hear Jeffrey? He is wanting something. But anyways, we're going to get started with my seed starting mix. I'm going to add some perlite. And I'm going to actually add worm castings as well. One reason I like this seed starting mix, it actually has a little bit of food in it. It says it somewhere on here. Anyways, they don't need a lot of food, your seedlings, to get started. But mine are going to be sown and grown for maybe a couple weeks in the block method. We'll pretend like that's a block. So they're going to need a little food, because there's going to be a lot of guys in the same compartment for a short time. So I don't use a lot, but you'll see as I go. No ratio. I'm just going to wing it and kind of eyeball it to get the proper amount of casting, perlite, and seed starting mix. Okay, so there it is. There's our N, P, and K. So it's a microscopic amount, just a little bitty boost of nutrition. And I just cut the bag open. It looks like there's a fair amount of perlite. So I'm going to save the perlite for when we pot up these seedlings, probably in the next, 3 weeks, something like that, 2 to 3 weeks. Oh, this is nice. I'm really happy. This is going to be great for our little seeds to get going. Are so pressed on time this year, and this looks amazing to me. I'm actually thinking I may just skip mixing the worm casting with the soil, and I'm just going to use this as is and then sprinkle just a little bit on top, just for a little boost. And maybe I'll even skip it because this looks awesome. We're going to get started and get this done. All right, guys, so I did spend some time washing all of my trays and containers. In the last week, I got that done. I did get that done. I have 3 different sizes of these block trays that I use to start my seeds. You can see they have a lot of drainage holes. They're very flexible. And my plants just grow amazingly in these. And then I have the little cup too that later I can use for individual plants. Or I usually could start like 5 seeds in one of these. One of the bigger ones, I could do probably, 10 to 20 seeds. And maybe even this one, the same, 15 to 20-ish. Okay, so this is how I'm going to arrange them. This eggplant has a trio, so I'm going to divide it between these 3 cups. And then this is actually 2 separate plants, 2 separate colored seeds in there. So each color will get a seed cup. And then I'm going to put my chocolate pepper. I'm going to go get those seeds here in a second. And then we've got those guys over there. So that means I have a little bit of space. So I think I'll save 1 or 2 of these for a couple different varieties of coleus that I just ordered. Great deal. They should be here in a few days. I'm going to do 2 different, where are my, you know what? I haven't even opened my botanical interest package. Should probably go do that real quick. Yes, I need to do that. Okay, so I went and found the package, opened it, and yes, I've got my poblano there. Remember, I'm doing an experiment, one from Botanical Interest, and then I'm doing one from American Seeds that I got at Walmart for 50 cents. We're going to see which one does best or equally the same. And then also I had the Jimmy Nardello seeds were in that Botanical Interest order. So that leaves just 1 empty cup and these 4. So these 2 trays here are going to go onto my heat mats. I've only got 2 heat mats, but we're going to get these done right now. And then it's going to be a whole separate video. I'm going to go through all my tomato seeds. I have not even picked out my tomatoes yet for this year. I'm telling you guys, it's just been a really wonky beginning of the year, and I'm just barely trying to get caught up on everything. But yes, this is how I start my nightshade seeds. I fill the container with the good fluffy soil and kind of move it around, shake the container as I'm filling it. And you can see I've got a nice solid area there to plant in. And then I plant my seeds. Then I take them and water them with some warm water. You can see that's what I'm doing here. And then I'm going to cover with about a 1/4 inch or less of soil and then water again. The color-coded seed packs with multiple different varieties are really a value. However, you can see one of my coatings came off. So it is later into the evening, but I am making progress. I did turn on the heating mats to warm up as I was filling up the little cups with soil and getting ready to plant. So it was nice and warm when these guys came over here. I'm going to show you guys how well this soil drains. So this is dry. It's completely dry right now. And watch this. There's some water, just regular water. There we go. It's coming straight out the bottom. Really nice drainage. I have not seen any issues with I put my pepper seeds away. I'm going to make some notes on each pack of seeds that I'm growing. So for that mix of the mild habanero, I have the orange and the red suave. And so I did a little more online digging to get some more information. And so I have that here. So I can make some more notes on that pepper. As far as things that are important to me for peppers, I want to know the maturity days until it's ready to harvest, a basic estimate of height, if it's sweet or hot, and then if it's a hybrid or open pollinated or heirloom. That's really important as far as if I'm going to even attempt to save the seeds or not. I will attempt with open pollinated and heirloom, but not hybrid, because it's just not a stable enough seed for me to fool with, trying to have the same plant as the seeds I saved from. So I will attempt open pollinated and heirloom. The maturity color, so I've got variety pack here. And then I just took some notes. This particular seed was developed by New Mexico, New Mex, and in 2004. So it's fruity habanero with mild hint of heat. So that's pretty much everything I need to know about the seed pack, which it's actually two different seeds in here, two different varieties, but very similar. One will be orange, one will be red. You can tell I'm getting tired. It is past midnight at this point, but I'm trying to get this done before I go to bed. So now I'm going to flip this and start a new little note on the shishito. Grown this one before. One thing on this packet, on the Suave, these are from 2021, and as I was doing my online search, I realized that the seed is sold out in a lot of different places. The New Mexico University did still have some on their website, but not many packs. I think 7 of the red and maybe like 5 or 6 of the orange. So that is when saving your seeds really does come in handy, when there are certain seeds that are lower in availability. Just in case you're curious, the containers that I use for starting my seeds, I've used these for about 3 years now. I get at Target, and they're called Bright Room. They might even be called flexible storage bins. Sometimes you can get these on sale for this size right here, $1.50. And all you have to do is just either drill or burn holes in the bottom. It's pretty easy, and for me they work perfectly, and they were a good price, and I've had really, really good luck with plants growing in these. Okay, so it's super duper late. I'm gonna go ahead and stop for the night. I've got 2.5 or 1.5 trays done. I am gonna cover both of these with saran wrap to act as a humidity dome, and they're both still on a heat mat, and I think we will have some good success. So stay tuned, because next video we're gonna get into tomato seeds. Bye, guys.